hear how this one sounds. Alright. Sounded a little odd, right? When the fan kicked on? It's a little odd. Welcome back to Kung Fu Maintenance, where I show you how to make the most likely repairs you'll need to make in your lifetime. If you'd like to get the latest videos, subscribe and then hit the little bell icon right at the subscribe button and it'll notify you of any new videos when they're released for you. Welcome back to Kung Fu Maintenance, up on the roof, and after all these preventative maintenance to try to prevent as many problems as possible, prevent as many call-outs, as many callbacks as possible. And what I'm focusing on in this journey is the electrical side of things. So I'm pulling all the disconnects. You know, if your coils are clean and your air filters are changed regularly, this is probably the next most important step. And I should also mention vacuuming out the condensate drains. Condensate drains can cause you a lot of problems with water leaks and backups and stuff like that, and everything that happens from water intrusion. But that's a separate story. I have lots of videos on that. You can search my channel for those. But today we're focusing on the electrical side, and it's just a nice, beautiful, cool day. Most manufacturers do not list the correct size capacitor on the compressor, which in my opinion they should start. And the original manufacturer should label like original manufacturer size or original cap size, something like that. And then if any change is made, you could update it similar to what I'm doing on the unit or in the unit to just make it safer, better, more likely for the next guy. Calculating what size is actually required is kind of tricky. There is a formula for it, but oh, this one's got a start kit. It's a 3-wire start kit on this one, and wow, we got some stuff going on here. We got a separate 5. It's been secured with electrical tape, and here's our. Should be a 40. I can't see it because this is why I like to write it inside. You know, if you do that, it'll make it just a lot easier for the next guy to be able to see what's going on. It's like a different brand capacitor, maybe a Mars. This one doesn't want to free up at all. It's in there tight. The thread's actually holding the strap, so I'm probably going to have to just take it all the way off in order to be able to see what the capacitor is. I know this unit, it requires a 40, but I wanted to see. Yeah, these are Mars capacitors, so it's in there so tight I'm probably going to have a hard time getting the screw back in once I do pop it off. There it is. What do we got? Yep, it's a 40. So let's see how this Mars is holding up. I remember this unit. It was a different tech that installed this that liked the Mars capacitors and also was a big fan of these 3-in-1 starter kits. So I'm going to avoid taking that off. I will just write in here 40/5 right now, so I don't forget. 40/5. 40/5. Okay. And let's test this up. Now I'm trying to remember how long ago. I believe it was about 2 years ago that this, or maybe more. Maybe even 5 years ago. Between 2 and 5. Time flies. We've got a yellow jumper wire. And there's our fan. Leads nice and tight. Okay. And what else we got? We got a weird yellow wire going to the start, the Herm. What is that yellow wire? Is it an Edison box? I see an Edison box. It's a weird. I have seen an Edison box before. Ran to the start side. See? Oh, I know what it is. It's the 3-in-1 starter. So, okay. So that's wired there on the yellow side, on the Herm side. This one's stubborn to me today, and I think it's the way these wires are oriented. So our commons, we've got, this one's just such an odd one. I'm gonna just take a quick photo of it. I don't think I'll have a problem remembering it, but you know, you never know. Sometimes you get stuck, so taking a photo so I can kind of remember it. So I've got 2 wires on the Herm side and 1, 2, 3, 4 wires on the common side. That thing is stubborn. At least the wire leads are nice and tight. There we go. And last one. Wow. There we go. Okay. Now we finally get to test this one. Those ones were really tight, which is a good thing. Tight connections. Loose connections are a place for heat to build up. We don't want heat to build up. It can cause us trouble. So we've got a 40/5 on this nice Palm Springs day. My meter thought it's done, but no, you're not, buddy. Okay. So let's take a look here. Nothing touching on the wires, and we're looking for our 40. Let's see how the Mars is holding up on Earth. 40.7, it's good. Okay, and then our 5. .02, it's holding up good. I wish I had a date when this was installed. Yeah, but I don't. So I'm going to rehook up. Our capacitor is good, so I'm going to rehook up everything. Got our brown fan wire. And we've got our jumper wire right here. Used a yellow wire. It's just to throw things off, but it's okay. As long as you know what's what. Here's our Herm. Yellow wire, and then it had one more yellow wire right here on that Herm side. So just mimic things the way they were. Me personally, I would have picked a different wire color to go to that common side, because, since the other side is all yellow. But anyway, we know what's going on. The wires don't care. Okay, here's that jumper I was talking about. Just showing. I would have picked a brown or a brown and white wire for this little jumper, and I could change it now, but again, it doesn't matter. The air condition doesn't care. Okay, here's our last wire lead. And we've mimicked it the way it was. And this one has it's a soft start kit. This one, I remember the lights were flickering, so we went with a every time the AC started. I went with the soft start kit. The light still flickered a little bit, so it didn't completely solve that. But those lights have since been changed, and the lights that are in there now no longer flicker. So yeah. All right, ready to plug it in? Yeah, we'll test it out and give a listen to that soft start deal. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Let's hear how this one sounds. Alright. Sounded a little odd, right? When the fan kicked on? It's a little odd. But fan's going the right way. Compressor's running good. Nice and cold. Alright. We have verified that the capacitor was good. We're not going to get melted circuit breakers or anything, so I'm happy. 2 down, 10 more units to go on this roof. Alright, and fortunately I had a bunch of different stuff happen today, so I got a late start on this roof. I'm hoping, I've been shooting for 1 building a day. I don't know if I'll get the full building in today. I can shoot for it, but you know. You can make your plans, but life sometimes throws you a curve and you have to adjust. That's just the way it is. Be a little flexible. Roll with the punches. Cover was a little off. It's done there. Alright, get it done. Alright, thanks for watching. A quick search on my YouTube channel of whatever your maintenance needs are. You should find a bunch of different material that'll be helpful to your maintenance needs.
Standing on the edge of death and life, standing in between wrong and right. Light shines down, bring truth. Us will fall. Darkness fade to light. Pain give way to eternity. Just a test, it's a challenge, hurt or just give it all you got. It will pass, it will fade. What you see is temporary, what you don't see is eternal. Don't worry